Hey guys, so before we get started, if you've ever wondered why you're not swimming faster or you're not improving, I've opened up my own 5-hour program where I analyze and break down your technique. So if you're looking for specific analysis with tailored advice and drills on how you can improve, you can register in the description below. You'll also get the opportunity to hop on call with me for an even more detailed breakdown of your technique with a month-long training program included to help you achieve your goals no matter what your fitness levels may be.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, excellent.
Okay, excellent.
Excellent. All right, man. Thanks for hopping on call, first of all.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your time.
No worries, man. Privilege. So before we get started, how are you going, first of all? How's your day been so far?
I'm doing good. I'm kind of tired. Burned out from swimming.
All right, so I'll get into your analysis shortly. I'm just going to go through the videos you sent me and just break it down to you.
Yeah.
This is where you can ask me any questions that you'd like. So this is overall pretty good with your kicks at the start. Yep, so it's on half speed. Yep, so the first thing I noticed with this is that when you do your butterfly breath, you're coming a bit too high above the water. And because you're coming so high, we can see how low your legs and your hips are. So ideally, you want to be a bit higher. And the reason we're doing that is because when you take a breath, there's not much range of motion in your neck. So you're actually using your shoulders to lift yourself up out of the water. Does that sort of make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you want...
I also have like really muscular legs. I mean, because I used to be a runner, right? So
yeah.
that might be one of the reasons.
Yeah, bit heavier as well, I'd say.
Yeah, heavy and then maybe weak core. I have a weak core and a really heavy leg. That's why it's hard to like get my hips up.
Yeah, but there's a pretty good fix to this. So what you want to do is to have more range of motion in your neck. So right now, it seems like your neck is a bit rigid. So when you come down as well, you're not driving forwards, you're still in that neutral position. There's not much movement there. So instead, one thing you can do is just, when you come up for a breath, just snap your head forwards. So look forwards, just not up. So sort of look forwards so you're not really straining your shoulders to get yourself above the water. And when you come down, just make sure you drive your head down with your chin on your chest. That's going to help you get more momentum.
So down and up.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to get close to the surface of the water, right?
Yeah, so we're a bit too low.
Okay, got it.
And before we get into your backstroke, I'm curious, so what do you think your best stroke is?
I would say my fly and backstroke.
Yeah, I definitely say I think your backstroke is your best stroke.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just going to start off. So with your backstroke, one thing I'd say is that you're pulling the water a bit too deep.
Too deep?
Yeah, you're going a bit too deep in the water. I'll slow it down. Wait, you're trying. Yeah, we see that?
Yeah, so how...
Yeah, so you're pulling the water a bit too deep. So because we're pulling a bit deep, that means we're going to have to straighten our arm out a bit more and we end up over rotating a bit. Well, having a straighter arm is more powerful, but there is a lot more drag if you have a straighter arm. So you're better off just bending your arm a bit more and rotating a bit less, just so we're not as deep in the water and it's much easier to push through. So there's less resistance when we bend our arm.
Right? So is it like over rotating a little
bit?
Yeah,
over rotating a bit, and you could probably bend your arm a bit more, just so we're a bit more shallow and there's less drag. Okay, yeah. Cool, and that's all I wanted to say for that. With your kick as well, so your knees are coming above the water a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, and we're bending a bit too much. Yeah, we see that? We don't want that 90-degree angle. We sort of want to be straight and relaxed. So that tells me that your ankles aren't really flexible. So do you know anything about that?
Yeah, for sure. Because I used to be a runner.
Yeah.
So like runners, they don't make good swimmers in general. I would say
yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Definitely agree. Yeah. I think swimmers make good runners, but it doesn't go the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I describe it. So we can see here, because your ankles are sort of inflexible, you're having to bend your knee more to get more power from your kick. And we can see that we have a right angle here with your leg, and also a really almost right angle with your ankle here. So with your ankles,
Yeah.
we sort of want them to be floppy and relaxed. Sort of what's going on here. So the best thing to do to be to just work on your ankle flexibility for that. Does that all make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. But yeah, your backstroke is definitely your best stroke by far.
Um,
Cool. And breaststroke. Pull out looks really nice. Cool. Glide. Yep, so this is actually a pretty good body position over here. We're nice and flat in the water. Only thing I'd say, we can probably work on this over here a bit, this little gap here. So the best way to do that is to just put your head down a bit more between your arms. So
yeah.
similar to what I said in your butterfly, just try and get your head on your chin, and you'll find that your hips or your bum is going to raise up just naturally. And it means that you'll be carrying less water on your back. So simple things like that, I'm sure you can just implement. Is that all good?
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect. Cool.
Yeah.
Tiring.
Right.
So yeah, so just head down, hips will come up naturally, much more efficient.
Right.
So moving on next, we have your breaststroke pull. The hand position is really good. You're pushing the water back with your hands. It's just that you could probably go a bit more deeper with your pull. And what I mean by that is that you're sort of stopping halfway before we get to your chest.
Right.
Yeah, let me try and pause it right. Yeah, see what I mean? So instead of starting to scoop up over there, you should probably try and scoop straight at your chest.
Straight.
I mean, scoop at your chest. So you're stopping a bit too early. So you could be pushing more water back if you brought your hands all the way to your chest instead of
All the way to chest,
going
okay.
halfway. Yeah.
Okay.
So this exact same motion you're doing, but just push the water a bit more to your chest. Yeah. And I guarantee you'll be instantly faster in your breaststroke if we did that.
So what does that do? What does that
So what I mean is that, like,
your
right
speed?
now, right? If you're looking at my camera, so
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Streamline, we're pushing the water back in our breaststroke with our hands, right?
Yeah.
But you're stopping halfway and you're starting your breath a bit too early. So what I want you to do is just
So how does
push.
that generate speed though? Do you
You'll
know how
push-
that?
Oh, so what I
Yeah.
want you to try and do is just push more water backwards. So you're stopping a bit halfway, whereas you can just
Yeah.
be pushing more water if you went all the way back here and then come up for your breath.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, does that sort of make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
No worries. Yeah, so just make sure we're pushing our hand, we're pulling all the way back to our chest, getting nice and tight. Hands should be coming up to your chest, to your chin, then we go forwards.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Also, same again, just work on being a bit more flexible with the ankles. So that's quite good, but when we finish, aim to get them flat like this. But that's fine. I wouldn't worry about that too much. So we're just going to finish off with your freestyle. So first thing I want to say is that great job on the head position. So you're looking straight down, which is good. Could be a bit deeper, but you're not looking forwards, which is what a lot of people tend to do. They look forwards in their freestyle. So your head position is actually really good. Even when you breathe as well, your head is not raising too high. So really great job on that. So similar to
I'm
your
dropping my elbow. I'm dropping my elbow. I can say that.
dropping your head or arm, sorry.
My elbow.
Yeah,
Dropping
yeah.
my elbow.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. So I was going to, similar to your butterfly, we're dropping our elbow a bit too late. So remember I said we want that high elbow catch at the start?
Yeah.
So as soon as our hand enters the water, we want to be in this position. So full stroke, hand enters the water. We're already in this position.
Yeah.
We're pulling the water back. But what we're sort of
Straighten
doing,
out your. Do you have to straighten out your arm and then
yeah, it should be.
almost gliding, right? Is there any gliding?
Yeah, freestyle is gliding, man. The gliding in every
How
single
much?
stroke.
How much do you have to glide though? Like when you
Depends on what distance you're swimming. If you're doing like a 50
like
freestyle, there's barely any
yeah,
glide.
like 50. Oh really? Right.
Yeah, but if you're doing like
How much meter?
a 400 or like 100, yeah, definitely glide in your 100, even more in your
Yeah.
400 freestyle. But the
Oh,
point I
okay.
wanted to say was that, so when your hand comes in your freestyle, you've extended, you want to have that elbow pull
Yeah.
as soon as you can. But we're sort of
Okay.
letting our arm drop a bit and then we start that elbow pull, which is how we get to over here.
Got it.
Cool. Yep, so we drop, and now we're starting to see an elbow bend, whereas we should start to see it up here.
Oh.
Yeah. Same thing. Yeah, we start to see it a bit lower over there, whereas we should be seeing it a bit higher. Yeah. And same again with the kick. Yeah, so
Yeah.
bending the knee is a bit too much. Just work on that ankle flexibility so we don't end up over bending. Simple fix.